Hi, it's Nicole from the Kissing Duck Soap Company. I'm just about to make some Galaxy bath bombs. I've had numerous requests on how I mix my colours and just in general how I make my bath bombs. So I thought I'd do this video for you. We're nearly there, but I've already done the pink and I've already done the blue. So all we've got left to do is the yellow. The blue's really sparkly. I put this, it's called Ultra Sparkle White. It's from Mineral Makeup Ingredients. And it gives you the star effect in the bath. It looks gorgeous. So, right, we'll get on with mixing this yellow. In here there's just 1 cup of bicarb, and then the other ingredients, the kaolin clay, slsa and some buttermilk. Same again in here, but no citric acid at the minute. So the yellow is just 1 cup as well. The main colour is the blue. So that's sieved in there, and I use water soluble dyes, so I have a little bit of water. It really is small amount, maybe 2 ml maybe, and that's the little teaspoon I use. I just pop it in there and give it a mix round. Sorry you can't see. Just there. I'll just put that straight into the bowl. Put a bit of bicarb in there so we're not wasting any. You don't need very much with the dyes. This is the way I do it. I like to do it like this. There's, people do it lots of other ways. I just find this way I can achieve the colours I want. So you need to just rub this between your hands. See if I can zoom you in a little bit. Ooh, out. There we go. Doing it this way, you seem to be able to get a better colour. I found if you add your bicarb and citric and all your other nice ingredients and then put the colour in, it just doesn't seem to mix well. I find mixing it into your bicarb first just helps, and helps you achieve the colour you want. And like you saw, it was only a small amount of water and dye that I've used for this. And this colour will get brighter in a moment, you'll see. So that's all mixed in there. And now I add my other ingredients. No citric acid yet, just the kaolin clay, slsa and the buttermilk. And just give that a good mix in. You need some time to wear a mask with slsa. It makes you sneeze. It doesn't particularly make me sneeze. Citric acid does, but this doesn't. So that's all mixed in. You see it's gone a little bit paler. So now you add your oils. I've got all my oils and fragrance just mixed in here. The recipe is below. So, but in there is just 1 tablespoon of oil, and then my fragrance oil. You'll have, whatever fragrance you're using, you'll have to work out how much you need. So then we just go in, rub it through the mixture, make sure it's all incorporated. It really doesn't take long. Once you get used to using dyes, you know, you can do it quite quickly. A lot of the time I don't do it by hand, I do it in a mixer, and it's just the same. You put your bicarb in, you put your colour and the water in, mix it, then put the other ingredients in, mix again, and then the oil. But I can do that normally. I can have a few different colours going at the same time while I'm making another batch. But it's really noisy, the mixer, so that's why I've just chose to show you doing this colour. So there's the yellow, all mixed in, gorgeous. So this is at the stage where I add the citric acid. If you add it before, it all clumps together. I mean, some people add it before. I find doing it like this, it just works better for me. If you're using different colorants, if you're using mica, you can add that. You don't have to go through that process like at the beginning. You can just add it to all your dry ingredients. It just mixes, you know, fine, because it's a powder. But because these are better dissolved in water first, that's why I do it the way I do. While I'm on video, I'll say a quick hello to Karen from Eden Secrets. She's one of the ladies that's been encouraging me to do a video. I've been putting it off for long enough because I'm nervous, and I don't know, it's just unusual. But here we are, trying. So forgive me if I stutter. It's hard to know what to say all the time. Right, I mix my citric acid in with a blender. It's just a food, it's just a mixer. So it will be a little bit noisy, so I'll just get this mixed in and then you'll see. So that's all mixed in there, lovely. Now I use witch hazel. Witch hazel or water's best with the water soluble dyes. Some people use rubbing alcohol. I can't get on with it, but some people have great success with it. But witch hazel, it's the one I like. So this is a little damp already because it's already got the water and the oils in. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. And you see it turn different colour again. That just needs a little bit more, not maybe one more, two. Perfect. I mean, people describe it like wet sand. It needs to be fluffier than wet sand. It needs to be damp, but just fluffy still. And it needs to hold together, of course, when you drop it. Well, that's perfect, that is. So put that to one side. We'll do the pink. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4 in there. One more. You can see it's nice and fluffy still. Sorry, I'm trying to get it in front of the camera. I hope you can see that. So you see it's nice and fluffy. It's messy using a mixer, it flies all over. I just poke the citric acid down, because like I say, it makes me sneeze. So I poke it into the mix. Now this blue is quite wet already, so I'm not going to need a lot in there. Five sprays. Yeah, that's just right. Might put one more in. Two again. Right, that's lovely. Because I use powdered citric acid, so it tends to set up quite quickly. You're not got to move really fast, but you've got to not mess about. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to put some inveg in this one. Get them out ready. I use the stainless steel moulds. I think they're about 7 centimetres across, so you get a real decent sized bath bomb. So let's do it so you can see it all. You can see that. Yeah. I'll just do have that to catch it all. So we'll start off with the blue, and if you can see, you get your fingers in like a bit like a claw and squeeze it, and then the yellow. Again, squeeze it so it looks like that. Pink. And the more you do it and squeeze and mess about with it, the better effect you get at the end. And you see, I'm just sprinkling the mix on top, and then I just press it like that. I've not pressed it hard, it's just on there. So blue again, and you can do it, I do it yellow and pink, or you can do pink and yellow, but if you put the yellow next to the blue, you get a little bit of green as well when it's in the bath. Now sprinkle that on. Pink. I'm just going to put one embed in there, right in the middle, like that. And then just press together. Now, it shouldn't take a lot to push it together. You've got to push it together, but you shouldn't have to be fighting with it. When you're fighting with it, it's overpacked, and it'll usually be a sinker. Doesn't matter if it sinks. But like most bath bomb makers, we want them to float. Now this should just come out. I need something a bit stronger than these scissors. There we go. So that's it there, and it should just come out. There, beautiful. So there you go. Perfect bath bomb. And these are amazing in the bath. I've got a demo of one of them that I'll put up after this video. Right, these are just Christmas ornaments that I bought. They're useless for making bath bombs, but they're great for popping them in to dry, and then I just pop them in a muffin tin and leave them to dry for a day or two and wrap them up. So we'll do another few bath bombs. So pinch, then the yellow, you don't even have to do the pinching thing. I think it looks better, but you could just layer it on, especially if you haven't got time to be messing about. But yeah, I don't think it takes much longer to do it this way. I hope you can see that. Making bath bombs, if you're new to making bath bombs, I'm going to upload some videos that are maybe more friendly for the new bath bomb makers. Some really simple recipes, nice milk baths and and stuff like that, just so you get used to actually making them, because we've all been there. If you sat at home watching this video pulling your hair out because your bath bombs are falling to bits or they're activating, we've all been there. A few years ago I remember stood in my kitchen and saying to my husband, never again, never, I'm not doing bath bombs again. The two were unpredictable because it all depends on the weather and all sorts of things. But once you get the knack and once you get the right recipe, I'm going to put a recipe below which works fine, and it's nice in the bath, but you will want to tweak it and eventually get your own recipe, and then usually you have no problems. It's very rare I have problems. Just watch this space, they'll fall apart now I've said that. But yeah, just bear, if that's what you want to do, whether it be a business or just making them for friends and family, they are temperamental, and like I say, we've all been there, so just keep trying. And your colours, they take time to achieve the right ones. Make sure you're putting the right amount in. It's all trial and error really. But your friends and family will love it because they get all the ones that don't work properly and all that good stuff. But if you have any questions, just pop a comment below and I'll try my best to answer it for you. And like I say, I'll be uploading some more videos of the different bath bombs I make. Next time I might just do a single colour, maybe the pink, because that can be quite hard to mix, and take you through that process. And then if you are new to it, if you are new to making bath bombs, you don't want to start with 3 colours, because it's just, it ends up drying out, and again, like you say, you end up frustrated. But if your bath bombs do fall apart, just crush them up and make fairy dust. There's always something you can do with them. So as you can see, I'm just pressing it together. There's no effort really. There. I tap the seam. You can tap the sides. It seems to release it better with the seam. I don't know if you can see that sparkle on there. Maybe just. But look at that. Gorgeous. This has to be one of my favourites. It's a really relaxing fragrance. It's great for when you've had a hard day, and it just makes the bath a really dark blue. But it puts on a good show with all the other colours. And then with the added stars, it's just lovely. It's one my kids love as well. Now I've just pinched again. Now this is when I start to use this, because you can use this in the middle, because it doesn't particularly matter if they're all mixed together from the middle, because you can't see them. There we go. Yellow. Pinch, pink, embed. These are my little embeds here. I'll do a video on how to make them. Ever so easy. just give you that little bit of extra colour. If you put it on one side, it should make your bath bomb spin. It should. Don't hold me to that, but it should. So we should get 8, 9 bath bombs maybe out of this. There's 3 cups of bicarb in the blue, and then I just use 1 cup of bicarb and the same in the pink, because you don't need as much as the bright colours. I don't know if I've already told you that, but you see it's starting to set up a little bit now. It's still fine if it does start to set up a little bit. Just get your hands in there and loosen it up and it'll be fine. I might show you some moon cake bombs with this mixture, because again that makes a gorgeous bath bomb. I'll show you how to make the moon cakes. The recipe I've put below, it won't take long to dry. You'll find they're quite dry after a couple of hours, but I would leave them a day or two if you're packaging them. We'll make one more round one, and then we'll have a go at the moon cake. It's a wonder my children haven't been in being nosy, because they love YouTube, and as soon as they found out I was doing some videos, they were like, oh, can we do some? Then when I first started making bath bombs, they always wanted to be in here, always wanting to make soap and bath bombs. Novelty's worn off now, but now Mummy's started doing videos, it's like, can we make some bath bombs then? So we'll do one making bath bombs with kids. I don't know who thinks I'm going to be on YouTube, but because they watch YouTube, they think all sorts. My youngest, I don't think he'll join in, because he's just turned 6 and all of a sudden gone really shy for some reason. My eldest is nearly 9, and he loves anything to do with YouTube or anything. I'm making bath bombs now. Right, we've got those 6 there made. I'm really happy with those, they'll be lovely. Right, I'll show you. Let's get rid of this. Mooncake, this one is a big one. I can't remember the grams, but you can get the smaller ones. I think these are, I don't know, 75 grams I think. That was lucky. And then you can get the really small ones. If I can get it in there. I don't use this very often, I don't, because it's fiddly and I've got no patience. I will leave that, but anyway, that's a tiny one. I think it's a 50 gram moon press, but like I say, I don't use that very often. I tend to use the big one. So I put in the top of this, I'll put a bit of pink, and this is a trick. You poke it in to the grooves of the flour. I shouldn't be telling you all this, eh? And then, so we've got a little bit of pink on there, then we'll put the blue. You don't really have to nip it with this, but you can do if you want, I suppose. Yellow. Pink. And we'll put 2 embeds in this. Like that. So I'll go in with the blue again. You don't have to press it down, you have to make sure it's down round the sides, but you make sure it's pressed in, but you don't have to press it in too hard, because you can do that in a minute when you do them on the counter. Just make sure it's full. You don't have to do it full, you can just do a half one, and it's up to you. But I sell these as a large bath bomb. And you can do any colours with this, you don't have to do the colours I'm doing. Pink and orange go lovely together, or just single colours, and then you can put different colour embeds inside for a bit of a surprise. So I don't know whether you can see this. Let me try and zoom in on that little bit there. Excuse this, it's my workbench, it's clean, it's just marked. So press down, you don't have to press too hard, and bring it up, and it should look at that. You can't handle them, they'll just fall to bits. So we'll do one more, so we'll do the yellow first on top of this one. Poke it in. And then the blue. Pink. Yellow. Where are they? these mooncake bath bombs. They're just a little bit different. Not everybody likes them, but I do. So you just have to press it in gently. And these look lovely. These tend to sit on top of the water. Sometimes they'll go under and they'll spin and they'll do all sorts. But I like them to sit right on the top of the water, and just gives you that lovely effect of the colours, because these colours are amazing in the bath. I mean, they look good in the containers, but they look even better in the bath. I'll just press down and let's see if it comes out. And it has. So that's with the yellow on top. And we'll do one, we'll try it a different way. So we'll go blue in one side, then the yellow in the middle. Looks like that. Blue. Yellow. Excuse me, I've just got a little drink, my throat's gone really dry. Pink. Just about out of that pink now. Pop the embeds in. These embeds are like just a really dark blue. It just helps to colour the bath blue so it doesn't turn purple. It's a messy old job doing this, but hey. We all like it, so it doesn't matter. It's not like cleaning normal mess up. So press and then lift as you're pulling it out. So there's the other thing like that. They're lovely, the moon cakes. You've got to wrap them not straight away, once they're dry, because this design on top, it always crumbles. I don't think it matters what your recipe is. I always give them a spray with alcohol. It's the 99% one. You don't want anything lower because you'll activate them. So you just give them a spray. The smell wears off, don't worry if you think, oh that stinks. It does wear off, so don't panic. It makes the colour come out a little bit, but they'll dry and it just makes that stay a little bit better. But if you wrap them, I've got one somewhere. Not done. That's ones that's wrapped. They seem to keep the pattern intact. Obviously don't stack anything on top of them. Right, well, do one more. We'll try and put a bit of blue at the bottom, give it a shake and pour it out. And the yellow. There won't be much colour in this one. Blue. The rest of the pink. Zoom out a little bit. So all we've got left now is the blue. It always works like that. I always think I've just, oh, that'll be just right. I always end up with loads of blue left. You'd have thought I'd have learnt by now. There we go. Oh, where have I put that? There. Give that one a spray. I don't spray my round bombs, but you can do. Lots of people do. So we've only got blue left now. So we'll throw it all in here. We'll put some pink embeds in. We'll put 4 in, so we'll put 2 pink. I don't think I've got any yellow. I haven't. So sorry about the rustling. And I'll put a purple in there. Just like that. It'll just give it a bit more of effect when it's in the bath. This one I'll most probably use, or the boys will claim it. Most probably the boys will get it before I get a chance to get it. There we go, just a blue one. Enough left for one more. This one will most probably be smaller. I just had that horrible feeling that I've done all this and not turned the camera on. But it looks like it's recording. So there you go. That's how I do my galaxy bombs. So we'll zoom you in on them. Gorgeous. And if you just mix the colours like I showed you with the yellow, you shouldn't go far wrong. And I'll just show you them again. And I'll upload a video of one of the round ones in action. So, well, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you do have any questions, pop me a comment below. If you did like the video and would like to see more, give us a like and subscribe. And I'll be back very soon. See you soon. Bye.